I have a friend who's always like, Chelsea, you're not gonna have a baby, you're gonna die alone. I hope so. What do you think, I wanna drag a bunch of innocent children down with me?
Body and bold.
Any dog I've had will tell you that I shouldn't be a mother.
Chelsea always tells it like it is.
I have a new dog now,
Yes.
so Doug is more of my focal point, and Doug's at training camp. He's been there for 2 weeks because he has a little bit of food aggression.
Okay, so do I.
Oh, yeah, I kind of used
Honestly.
to too before, you know, all of the Ozempic came on the scene. Doug is my beautiful, he's black, he's chow, he's full black. Everyone knows I love black men, so now I have one in my bed every single night.
Look at you living your dream.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, try and stop me.
Honestly.
You know what I mean?
For almost 25 years, the unstoppable, outspoken comedian has had us laughing about everything from her one-night stands to pickleball.
That is not real exercise, okay? So shut the up about it.
And now in her latest Netflix comedy special, The Feeling, she is spilling her guts again.
So when I was thinking about my special and I was thinking about my book, I was reflecting back to who I was as a child. Like, who was that person, you know, the essence of who you are before the world ruins ruins you, before you get your heart broken, before you learn about disappointment, before you you know, get humiliated, before any of the things that happen in the world. Who are you as a little kid? And then I use that kind of as a baseline for the book and my special on Netflix to start as my childhood self. Like, who was I as a girl? And it turns out I was exactly the same hot mess that I am today.
Mean, it felt like therapy live.
Oh, that's
Honestly,
interesting.
Chelsea being vulnerable, honest, going where I honestly didn't know you would go, truly. I mean, you called it The Feeling for a reason.
Yeah, The Feeling is well, you'll have to watch The Feeling to
Yes.
find out what I'm talking about,
Right.
what The Feeling is. And then after you watch it, you're going to want to get the feeling.
Noted. And among her new stand-up targets, her New Jersey nightmare childhood.
And then I told my father, you sit facing the wall and think about what you've done, you know?
With your hard lemonade.
I just want to put it out there that I did try to start a regular lemonade stand, but that didn't yield enough profit. My sister was working with me, and then I said, listen, to increase our profit margin, we're going to have to come up with a different business model. We're going to start a hard lemonade stand. We're going to serve gin, whiskey, and tequila to all of the children's parents who come our way, and to anyone over 10. Obviously, we're going to have some guidelines, right? And so I found a little kid in my neighborhood. His name was Nelson.
Yes.
And I said, can you mix a drink? You know, let's learn together. And so we started our lemonade stand, and I made $359 our first week.
Yes.
As opposed to $16 from the first week of lemonade with no alcohol. And I was like, okay, I'm a businesswoman.
This is it.
You know, and
Right.
then I gave Nelson his commission, which was, I think, $3.59.
Wow, so
Yeah.
you ended up
As a business,
Great.
yeah. And so from then on, I realized I was going to have to take my life into my own hands if I wanted to have a successful, like, loud, brave life, right?
Yes.
Forget about my parents. They didn't have the business plan I was interested in or the model of what I was interested in. There were too many kids in my house. I was the youngest of 6. I'm like, this is too many people. We're never going to get ahead. And so I took it upon myself to start planning for my future. I could not wait to move out of my house. Like, if I could have gotten an apartment at 7, I would have.
And her famous exes, 50 Cent and comedian Jo Koy, don't come off unscathed. Now, did you hear from Jo Koy after?
I haven't
this
heard
has
from
come
Jo
out?
Koy, no. I have not.
What about 50?
50, I always hear from him. He DMs me. Yeah,
he watch
slides
it?
into my. Oh, I don't know. No, I haven't heard from him since. He'll hear about it.
Chelsea also proudly just turned 50, stripped down and did the unthinkable. This year, you really went all out.
I know I've skied topless. I know I have. But I just want to say that I haven't done a topless video in many years because my nephews asked me not to, because their friends at college were, you know, seeing it. But I do wear a bikini top, but I just like to ski in my bathing suit and just be free to demonstrate freedom to women. Like,
It's free.
what you can do and how much fun you can have when you really listen to who you are.
And for the last 20 years, the author has been penning one New York Times bestseller after another. Her latest, I'll Have What She's Having, is available now. You wrote a gratitude list of things that you wanted in a man and what you're grateful for now.
I want lots of men
Yes.
all over the world in different areas, regions. I got through the time in your life where many people decide to get married and have children. I look at that like the 20s to the 40s as a tunnel. I came out of that tunnel free. I don't have a child, and I don't have now I am free to do whatever I want.
If you could go back and give yourself, you know, the young woman at 19 years old who drove across the country, you know, to get to LA, what would you say to her?
I would say the same thing to her that I said to myself at the time. Like,
really?
We're gonna do this, and we're just gonna keep on hustling until we make something happen.
Yes.
So I would say the same thing. I wouldn't give myself, my younger self, any different advice. I had the drive, I had the ambition, I still have it. I'm from New Jersey. That comes with a lot of hustle, and I'm proud of my hustle. I'm proud that I have to work hard for success. I'm happy that I have had to work so hard. It gives me a lot of character, and it gives me a lot of gratitude. So I would just say to her, zip up.
Buckle up.
But yeah, zip up, and actually zip your pants up because your fly's down.